Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. We hear a ton of high-level pie-in-the-sky theory about AI in medicine, right? But today we're cutting straight through all that noise. We're going to look at the actual pulse of progress, diving really deep into how AI intersects with our everyday wellness. So ask yourself, what does it actually feel like to live side by side with artificial intelligence in your daily health routine? We're not going to bore you with dry white papers or abstract clinical trials here. Instead, we're exploring this massive technological shift through the very real, empathetic lens of a single patient. By stepping into their shoes for just 24 hours, we can get a grounded sense of how these algorithms are weaving themselves into the most intimate parts of human life. Okay, let's dive into this. Our guide for today is a 34-year-old who is currently managing type 1 diabetes. We're going to follow them through a full 24-hour cycle. We'll hit 8 a.m. for morning diagnostics, jump to 1 p.m. for midday coaching, check in at 7 p.m. for evening telehealth, and finally, look at 3 a.m. for overnight monitoring.
All right, part one, morning, waking to Dea.
So the sun's just coming up, the alarm goes off, and believe it or not, the interaction with AI has already started. Our patient tells us, I wake up feeling groggy, dreading the numbers on my monitor. Man, you can really feel the daily friction of chronic illness there, can't you? It's a super vulnerable moment. I mean, before they can even think about grabbing a cup of coffee or tackling the workday, they're hit with the anxiety of metrics. Did their blood sugar crash while they were dreaming? Are they already starting their day at a deficit? And this brilliantly illustrates how AI morning diagnostics step in to compile those overnight glucose averages. It shows 85% in the target range and 15% out of range. Basically, the algorithm has synthesized hours and hours of continuous overnight scanning into just one easy-to-digest snapshot. It tells our patient right away, okay, you had a mostly stable night, but there was a little window fluctuation there. But honestly, the real magic here is this 92% predictive confidence score. You see, the AI isn't just looking backward at what already happened. It's looking forward. It takes that overnight data, cross-references it with literally months of the patient's historical records, and calculates the statistical odds of their blood sugar staying stable throughout the morning. A 92% confidence score? That gives our patient the psychological green light to kick off their day with way less anxiety. It's just a perfect example of AI shifting healthcare from being reactive to being proactive. Moving right along to part two. Midday, AI lifestyle coaching. Things get busy, and our patient notes, lunchtime. I scan my meal, hoping I'm calculating these carbs right so I don't crash later. For someone with type 1 diabetes, every single carbohydrate needs an exact offset of insulin. If you miscalculate, well, that means feeling absolutely terrible during an afternoon presentation, or honestly, something much worse. The cognitive load of that is just immense, and you can practically feel the anxiety. Well, this is exactly where generative coaching steps in. This is AI analyzing real-time inputs, like food scans, to offer immediate, tailored lifestyle guidance. Here's how it works. The patient literally snaps a photo of their plate, and the AI uses advanced computer vision to identify the food, estimate the portion sizes, and calculate the total carbohydrate load in just a matter of seconds. Then it cross-references all that with the patient's current blood sugar levels to recommend a really precise insulin dose. You guys, it's practically like having a highly specialized nutritionist sitting right there in your pocket. But we need a quick reality check here. Limitation alert. AI coaching models can occasionally hallucinate incorrect carbohydrate counts. Yeah, it might look at a dense, high-carb pastry and mistake it for a light piece of toast, or it might confuse your mashed potatoes for cauliflower. And blindly trusting a hallucinated number, that's dangerous. If you inject too much insulin based on a bad read from the AI, it could trigger a severe hypoglycemic event. So the patient absolutely has to remain the final decision maker. The AI is a fantastic, powerful assistant, but at the end of the day, you still need to use your own common sense. Which brings us to part three, evening, telehealth and triage. Suddenly, the whole vibe of the day changes. The patient tells us, my blood sugar is spiking inexplicably and I'm feeling nauseous. I need to talk to someone right now. The normal routine is totally broken. Even with that careful carb counting at lunch, something went wrong. The physical symptoms are ramping up, and along with that comes a really sharp spike in emotional distress. At this exact moment, the patient doesn't just need more data, they need real intervention. Okay, let's move to and see how this builds out in real time. Step 1. Patient symptom input. The patient logs their nausea and that sudden glucose spike. Step 2. AI triage and pattern recognition. The system immediately uses pattern recognition to assess the severity, rapidly scanning for similar symptom clusters to figure out if this needs urgent attention. And then step 3, escalation. The AI instantly routes the patient directly to a human doctor, completely skipping over that frustrating virtual waiting room. But notice this mandatory protocol. AI handles the triage, but human oversight is absolutely required for a diagnosis. Because look, while the AI is incredibly lightning fast at categorizing urgency, it totally lacks the diagnostic authority and, let's be honest, the emotional empathy of a human doctor. So the doctor reviews the AI summary, talks directly with the patient, provides that crucial calming presence, and adjusts their insulin regimen for the evening. The AI facilitated the connection, for sure, but it was the human who actually healed the patient. Finally, we reach part 4, night continuous AI monitoring. The patient's final thought before drifting off is this: finally asleep. I just hope the predictive alarms wake me if my blood sugar drops too low in the dark. I mean, just think about the sheer amount of trust required here. The patient is literally handing over the night watch to a machine, trusting it to guard their life while they are completely unconscious. It's a profound kind of surrender to technology, and it's born out of absolute necessity. Now, what actually allows the patient to sleep so soundly is predictive analytics. The AI is continuously scanning all that overnight biometric data to forecast dangerous drops before they even happen. It isn't just sitting around waiting for the blood sugar to hit a critical low to sound a blaring alarm. No, it is constantly analyzing the velocity and the trajectory of the data in real time. If it detects a trend that's going to lead to a dangerous low 30 minutes from now, it gently wakes the patient up right now, actively preventing a medical emergency. It is silent, continuous, and literally life-saving vigilance. Wrapping things up with part 5, reality check, AI limitations. So, the crucial point here is really seeing the full picture here. When we weigh the amazing capabilities against the current limitations, the reality of where we are today is super clear. On one hand, we have continuous tracking and instant triage, things that connect patients to care way faster than ever before. But on the flip side, we are still dealing with carb hallucinations and a fundamental lack of human empathy. AI absolutely requires human oversight for any actually medical diagnosis. So yeah, AI is a tool of unprecedented power, but it is certainly not a replacement for human judgment. Which leaves us with this final, really important thought. As AI becomes our continuous health companion, waking up with us, eating with us, and silently watching over us while we sleep, where do we actually draw the line between artificial guidance and human care? It's a tricky boundary, and it's one that every single one of us is going to have to navigate as this tech keeps evolving. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.